After the devastating war of Kurukshetra, the battlefield was silent. The sound of conch shells and chariots had faded. What remained was grief, reflection, and heavy questions. King Yudhishthir had won the war, but peace did not fill his heart. So many lives were lost. So much suffering had been caused. He began to question everything: power, duty, loyalty, and even obedience to elders and teachers. He went to Bhishma, the grandsire of the Kuru dynasty, who lay on a bed of arrows, waiting for his final moment. Though his body was wounded, his wisdom remained clear and steady. Yudhishthir bowed before him and asked many questions about life and righteousness. Among those questions was one that still troubles hearts today. He asked, what should a student do if his teacher commands something unjust? Should a student always obey? This was not a small doubt. During the war, the great teacher Dronacharya had fought on the side of Duryodhana. He was a master of weapons, a respected guru of both the Pandavas and the Kauravas, and a man of immense knowledge. Yet he supported a cause rooted in greed and injustice. Should students follow their teacher even when the teacher walks away from what is right? Bhishma answered with calm clarity. First, he said that a teacher is sacred. The one who gives knowledge shapes not only the mind but also the character of a student. Respect for a teacher is a moral foundation. But then he explained something deeper. A teacher is still human. And like every human being, a teacher can make mistakes. Attachment, fear, pride, anger, or loyalty to power can cloud judgment, even in the wise. Therefore, obedience should not be blind. Bhishma taught that righteousness is higher than any person, higher than a king, higher than a teacher, higher than power, position, or tradition. If a teacher instructs something that clearly goes against truth, such as harming the innocent, supporting injustice, or speaking falsehood for selfish gain, the student must not obey. This does not mean insulting the teacher. It does not mean anger. It does not mean rebellion. It means standing firm in truth while remaining humble in conduct. Yudhishthir listened deeply. He understood that righteousness is not always simple. It requires reflection and inner clarity. Bhishma then spoke about something even more subtle. Every person carries an inner voice, a quiet sense of right and wrong. This guidance arises from our inner awareness, the deeper presence within us. It does not shout or force itself upon us. It speaks gently within the heart. Even when the world feels noisy and confusing, it remains steady, quietly guiding us toward what is right. It is up to us to listen to it. When external instruction clashes with inner moral clarity, the higher path is to choose what is right, and that is called following dharma. Even elders and teachers must be gently resisted if they act against righteousness. This teaching comes from the Shanti Parv of the Mahabharata, where Bhishma guided Yudhishthir on Rajdhan, the ethics of leadership, Abdhan, the ethics in times of crisis, and the deeper principles of moral living. This lesson is not about pride. It is about moral courage. A true teacher does not want blind followers. A true teacher wants thoughtful students, students who reflect, who understand, and who stand for truth even when it is most difficult. The Mahabharata does not encourage blind disobedience. It teaches us to think wisely and choose what is right. It reminds us that loyalty should never come before truth. The war itself showed the danger of unquestioned obedience. Many great warriors stood by Duryodhana out of duty to the throne, even when they knew his intentions were not righteous. Their skill was extraordinary, but their loyalty was not aligned with righteousness. So the message we learn is clear: when authority and truth stand apart, choose truth. When loyalty and righteousness conflict, choose righteousness. And when the world grows loud with opinions, pause and listen to your conscience. Respect your teachers. Honor your elders, but never silence the quiet voice within. Civilizations do not fall in a single day. They weaken when people stop standing for what is right. And they rise again when even one person chooses righteousness over fear. This is the timeless wisdom of the Mahabharata. Thank you for being part of Eternal Wisdom Tales. If this story gives you clarity, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay with us for the next journey into ancient wisdom.